Lyft lets you deploy AI agents to watch hundreds of hours of content simultaneously.
Welcome, everybody. We are here with a very hot, I would say, project. And they had a node cell who was sold in only 24 hours. And this happened just a couple of months ago. Okay, so the project is known as PlayFi. However, they changed the name to Lyft. Now, I'm here with the main guy, Ben. So Ben, please, in the nutshell, tell me who you are, what you do about Lyft, and what is Lyft for the people who, for the first time, who they heard. And then we need to go to the juicy stuff, like, because my followers, they love nodes, they love passive income. And then, like, when you're going to have, again, new node cell and all that stuff, what's the token, what's the next on the roadmap? You just mentioned you have some partnership now. So there are big things behind the scenes. And also just to say, you have a huge and very good community. And also all your stuff has been extremely well with the community. And that's why I have already of course, my admins and few other members, they mentioned to me, Phil, do AMA with these guys. And I tried to do AMA, but it was, miscommunication between me and your team for the last few weeks, I would say a couple of months time. All right, so Ben, go ahead, tell me who you are, what you do, and yeah, go ahead.
I'm glad we can make it happen. So Ben, I'm the founder of Lyft, which you can check out at lyftdata.ai. We do a really interesting thing in Web3. We turn content on screen into streaming knowledge, and we do that by deploying AI agents that watch content a little like humans watch content, but extract massive amounts of data from it. And I guess we're thinking about the opportunity of AI agents a little differently to everyone else. A lot of people are focused on creating agents, creating content, whereas Lyft is focused on turning that content at scale back into data, the data that can be used in prediction markets, data that can be used by enterprise, by ad tech, a whole bunch of use cases. And to make all this work, to be able to turn hundreds of hours of content into structured data in real time, we need nodes because we distribute those workloads across a deep in network, which our node operators are part of.
Okay, well, that is very, very interesting. Okay, so what is the next on the roadmap now? You're going to have your own chain, a Lyft chain will be, or how is the plan?
Yeah, so our mainnet launch, the token launch of Lyft is in Q1 next year. So we're getting close to that. But next week we're launching, I think, Phil, you're getting some alpha here. We're launching AI Machines, which is our first product that sort of starts to tie together this vision of running AI workloads, people being rewarded for that. And that's called AI Machines. And you'll I'll share the link with you. Essentially what you're gonna be able to do is come, even without a node license, stake ETH. What you're doing is starting to validate the transactions in the network, and you're starting to provide security to the network that what our AI agents are processing is actually valid data. So stake ETH, and you'll start to earn rewards in our new tradable airdrop token, which launches literally this week. It's called Data Gold. Data Gold is here for a good time, not a long time. Like, really, its job is to help us get ready for token launch. But we're flipping the meta a little bit. I think people are a little tired of airdrop points. People are tired of that grind. And so we said, well, why not just give people, an airdrop token that they can play with. They can trade it. They can, they can stake it. They can swap it. They can provide liquidity. And all of that launches next Monday, December 11th. So this is good timing. And I see you briefly showed Lyft Studio as well. That launches this week. So Lyft Studio is our AI training platform. So we built this from scratch. It enables anyone to go in and start to create and train an AI agent to watch content. And when I say content, it could be anything from Premier League football through to SpaceX launches through to your favorite video game. You can really use Lyft to watch and understand anything on a screen. So Lyft Studio goes live as well this week, and that's a big milestone for us because it's been a lot of engineering to get that tech built.
Okay, that's amazing. So when this AI is watching for you, correct? So what's the difference between me watching just YouTube or AI watching for me? Like, what I'm gaining with that?
Yeah, good question. So as a human, we've got pretty good at multitasking. We can watch two screens roughly at the same time and multitask. And we can do that probably at best at 2x speed. Lyft lets you deploy AI agents to watch hundreds of hours of content simultaneously. So let's say you're a brand that wants to monitor what are people saying about you on TikTok and other social commerce channels, but also what are they saying about your competitors, and what are they saying now, like right now, live. Lyft is really the only platform that allows you to go out and watch hundreds of different channels in real time and turn whatever is being said into data you can use. Another use case is, let's say you want to build a prediction market on top of SpaceX launches, and you want to be able to create a prediction market that says, will SpaceX catch the booster rocket with the giant chopsticks or not. There's no data feed for SpaceX. What Lyft lets you do is send, a bunch of workers out to watch that feed, to all report back what's happening, and then you can use that data to build prediction markets that don't require humans, that are trustless and permissionless. So the use cases are wild, like everything from enterprise marketing teams all the way through to degens building prediction markets. And really, we're scaling the ability for people to watch content. And one data point that's really interesting, 500 hours of content is uploaded every minute. That's 10xing at the moment. Within the next 2 years, it'll be 5,000 hours of content created every minute. So people are going to need tools like Lyft to keep track of all that.
Okay. That is very, very unique. So you mentioned this also can be used for the DeFi, for the degen people.
Yeah, prediction markets are sort of our strongest use case at the moment, because people want to be able to create prediction markets over everything. So I'll give you a use case. Like one of the teams we're working with wants to create a prediction market for will the Premier League referee raise the next yellow or red card with their right or left hand, and they want people to predict that. And Lyft can get that data. Lyft can get that data in a way that is provably fair, validated on chain, and can be used to settle a transaction like a prediction market. That's the sort of thing that we're building.
Okay, you know what? So at the moment I'm following 10 YouTubers, all right, for crypto space, and I can't see every video every day, and I really want to, but it's daily. It's a life. You have family, you need to work, you need to do videos, research, and then I'm waking up in the morning, and like you mentioned, I'm listening 2.0 speed. This crazy, like fast go, so you can process like more information. So basically, I can use this tool, send Lyft to watch all my subscribers, and narrow down the data, what they needed, and they'll bring it to me. They will surf on the silver plate, basically. Here you are. This is all your data for the last 12 hours from all your YouTuber subscription guys, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you follow. And here you are. This is the most important. Is that something like that can work?
Exactly. I mean, that's a great use case, and it gets better than that, because you can create a bot, you can create an AI agent that does that for you and starts to initiate or suggest trades based on what you're seeing. We're working with a bunch of teams that are building AI agents at the moment to plug Lyft into what they're doing, because one of the things that agents don't have is the ability to understand what's happening right now, or to watch along with the humans that are using them. And so your use case, being able to send a Lyft agent out to watch 10 YouTube channels, come back, absolutely we can do that. But we can go one step better and help you create an agent that can start to trade directly off what it's seeing.
Okay, very, very interesting. Okay, so let's go for the juicy stuff now. So we know what's Lyft, how it's working, what is the next, I guess you mentioned, what's coming next week. And then tell me any partnership, and then we can talk about the nodes.
Yeah, lots of partnerships. So, I mean, just this week alone, we I think we announced another couple with Rivals being one. We're working with Stream Clash, who are doing really exciting things in the interactive streaming space to bring that to life. There's always lots of partnerships, and I think those partnerships are really people starting to build on top of the Lyft protocol in some way. The next node release is scheduled for Q1. So we did a Genesis node release because we wanted to get the initial network stood up in a way that was, I guess, small and manageable. And what we learned from doing that Genesis node release is actually it's a really good way to release nodes, rather than doing big sales where people are foaming in and that sort of thing. Like it's I can see the appeal to project builders, but what we're trying to do is release drops of nodes, every couple of months as the network requires them. And I think doing it that way means that hopefully, we're building a sustainable system and a sustainable network that is designed not just at an infrastructure level, but also at a tokenomics level to last for decades. I'm a little skeptical about projects that say, we're giving 20% of the token to node operators and it's going to last for a few years, because what happens after that? What we're trying to design is an ecosystem that can be self-sustaining, that can generate rewards for years and even decades to come. And it takes a little time, and you've got to be a bit more careful than just releasing 20,000 nodes into the wild.
Let me ask you something. So just to make clear, everybody here who are new, so they had a node sell for 1,000 nodes, and they were sold all in 24 hours. Boom, just like that. And that's why I didn't get any node, because I was delayed to the party. So my question is, Ben, at the moment, for like you mentioned, so using the nodes, and then you see how many nodes there will be required for the system to work. And then when you see, okay, now we we need a little bit more nodes to help the system to work. Then you release another batch of 1,000, and then they're sold out, and then you wait and you see, okay, now they are all in function. Okay, we need 1,000 more. Is that how is the plan?
Yeah, so exactly. One of the things we're doing is starting to partner with other deep-in projects that give us some flex capacity. A network like ours that is largely using AI will see lots of spikes and then troughs in usage, and there will be times when all of our nodes are operating at full capacity. There's no more to do. Now, what we don't want to be doing is degrading the service, and so we scale through other providers, other deep-in projects that can give us those resources. Now, if we see that happening for a sustained period, let's say there's a week where half of our traffic has actually gone to other providers, that's a really good signal for us that we need more nodes in the network. And rather than us pay rewards to third-party ecosystems, let's pay those rewards to people who are inside our network. That's how we're thinking about it: scale progressively, intelligently, and ensure that we can build a network that, hopefully it ends up being millions of nodes. But that's because customer demand is dictating it, not because we kind of just went and sold 1 million licenses and hope that we can do the right thing by the holders.
Okay, so let me ask you something then. By the way, for everybody again who don't know, the price was, I believe, around $400 for the node sale, if I'm not mistaken.
It was, yeah.
Okay, so good. And then there's a very small specification you need to run the node, correct? Like I can see that here. Pretty much everybody can run the node. It's very easy and straightforward.
Yeah, and these aren't checker nodes. Like there is a checker functionality, but I think a lot of people in nodes are getting confused. Lyft actually uses your hardware to process AI workloads, and that's and we've done a lot of engineering to make that as streamlined as possible. So you should be on a medium scale laptop, be able to run a bunch of nodes, and those nodes should be able to process a lot of data for the network. The only area where you might see contention is around AI training. And one thing I would say about like how we're architecting this is we're thinking about these like modular nodes. So you can see the 4 different functions here. Ultimately, you may say, I want to run all 4 modules and earn max rewards, or you may say, I want to run 3 of the modules and not run the AI module because I actually don't, I'm playing a game right now and I don't have the capacity in my machine to actually do this. So we've thought a lot about the design of this, and we're building a really simple interface so that you as a node operator can come in and say, turn on all 4 modules or turn off one at any point in time. And you'll just see your rewards change as you do that.
Okay, well, that's great to know. And now my last question is, when, if I'm not mistaken, the token is coming out when?
So Q1, it's February, March next year is the launch of the Lyft token. But our Data Gold tradable points token is released this week, and that's a big chunk of the launch supply is going to go to people holding Data Gold. And one of the things we're trying to do with Data Gold is really see like who's in our ecosystem for the right reasons. So if you launch an AI machine next week, receive Data Gold, and immediately dump it, then that's a good indicator for us that you probably shouldn't get a lot of lift when we launch because you're probably just going to dump it. But if you receive Data Gold and instead start to provide liquidity or start to stake it, for example, then that's a really good signal to us as a team that your wallet should receive more lift. So that's probably the next thing for people to look out for. Get some Data Gold. It's going to be hopefully shake up the airdrop meta a little bit, because I don't know about you, but I am tired of like grinding for $30 worth of tokens and just seeing everyone dump it at launch, and we want to shake that up.
Yeah, I do agree. Happened to me many times, and I give up airdrops a long time ago, pretty much. I'm just here and there, just farming some of them, but I have been not very lucky with airdrops. Let's put it that way. You're waiting, you put some money and all that stuff, you're doing everything, and then you get like $20-30, and then that $30 worth like $5 after like a day. Okay, so my last question before we go, Ben. Probably we can do some, I guess in January, February, when the time comes for the new node, I will do, everybody who's watching, I will do new video before the node launch. I will stay in touch with the team so I know, so I can give you like at least 2-3 days before the node comings, because I need to scoop a couple of, definitely. So again, how people can, at the moment, what they need to do so they can interact and get that, what you mentioned, the points.
So first thing you need to do is follow Lyft Data AI on X/Twitter. Turn notifications on. We like to launch things with a bit of surprise and delight. It's so much of crypto is about avoiding being front run. So if you turn notifications on, then you'll know the moment we launch something and the moment we've got something coming up. Use the links there to join our Discord. and that's where our community sort of hang out. And then if you go to our website, liftdata.ai, you'll see a couple of links. One to our airdrop platform, and then you'll see up the top right, AI machines coming soon. And as of the next few days, you'll be able to click on that link and jump through to the live site. Right now, you're just getting documentation, I'm afraid, but soon you'll get to see AI machines.
Okay, so everybody who's watching, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I will leave down in the description the website from Lyft, and also I will leave their Twitter. But when you go to the website, go down pretty much on the bottom in the middle. You will see here Twitter. Go and follow them. Only follow the social media who are from the website. Don't follow any scams and all that stuff. Also, guys, go interact also in their Telegram. They have, I guess, you have a very big community. What was there?
You've got about 12,000 people.
That's pretty good.
11,000.
Yeah, and then you have on X, you have almost 60,000 followers, and it is all organic, so that's good. It's not like a pumping like a 2 million people and then like no interaction in your post. It just doesn't make sense. Like here, from 59,000 people, you have 11,000 here. Views. What is pretty accurate number. And if you have any question, everybody ask them in their social media. They're always there to answer to you and to help you. Make sure again, please be aware of scams. The team is never going to send you a DM in your personal DM. Ben, anything else before we wrap up? And again, so much. Thank you so much for your time. For coming for this interview.
Anytime, and I'm glad we can make it happen. And folks, if you have any questions, hit us up on Twitter or our Discord. Like our team loves to build in public. So come build with us. We're having a lot of fun.
All right. So thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget to share the video, like, and also leave me a comment. What do you think about this amazing project? And are you going to get the next note from this project? What's coming? Hopefully January, February time. All right. See you in the next one. End video. All right. Great.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Give me a second. Stay here. So now end video chat. I'll end the video and I'll make a new